Morning, Clarksville Diggers. Got the SUV loaded up, got the AT Max and the mine lab out. We're gonna hit that Civil War campsite. It's beginning to be hunting season, so the owner, he's prepping up his hunting spots. So we're going back to our original areas. I'm giving that ground enough time to give it to maybe it'll push up something. We're gonna sweep that mine, the AT Max first, and then we're gonna follow it up with the mine lab. See if Mr. Max forgot anything. It's gonna be kind of hard. The AT Max, it goes deep and it's a good machine. I think my hat's a little crooked. Alright. Was driving, trying to make a little video, but I didn't think it was proper. We're not supposed to be driving and operating handheld devices, right? Got another cool little thing. I'm using my phone right now, but I got my GoPro, but I got it on something kind of cool. We're going to be trying that and see if it helps to stabilize the videos a little bit better. So hopefully I'm going to be successful with it today. We'll see in a few minutes. Beautiful day. Couldn't ask for any better. Got the AT Max and the Nox out. And this is going to be the last little video of this adventure I'm going to use on the phone. I'll be going straight to using the GoPro. This is a stabilizer, a gimbal. Some of you have probably seen them. I think they're kind of cool. And each mode button, when you hit, does a little something, helps on the panning. And that's pretty cool. Then when you're through with it, and then it's disengaged. Got a little stand to it. So we're gonna give this baby a try, see if it can make that videos a little stable. Okay, we're gonna head down here. Cold weather we had recently killed a lot of the grass, but it's still here. We're using a GoPro on the gimbal. So hopefully that's got a little bit smoother transition. Pan's real smooth. I think there's some upgrades, some updates that I can update this thing. I ain't figured how to do it yet, or how to download the software. We're gonna go over here if we can, and we're gonna hit swing the AT Max. Beautiful day. I'm gonna make this my base camp here. That sun is bright. Well, place still looks the same. Hasn't changed none. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scan a little bit in this area with AT Max, do a fast scan. I know that I'm gonna be in all metal mode, and I know there's still a lot of iron here. That's gonna drive me crazy. That's what we're gonna start with first. Then we'll follow up with the Equinox. So when we come up with something, you'll be the first to know. So let's get digging. Okay, Mr. Max, we've dug a couple of holes over there, basically finding iron. And we're in the low 20s, low to mid 20s. Found something kind of interesting. It's got a nice good back right there, spine, and it tapers down to a smaller. I think that could have been possibly a tip for some kind of a knife or a knife tool. Now this was in the area where I found that handle that I think was a handle of a Bowie knife, and that was one blade that the Confederates did use a lot. Could this have been part of a blade that was thrusted into a Union officer? It's got the characteristics. Whatever it was, it had broken. So who knows? But we do classify that as a relic, and we're keeping it. Okay, I switched to zero mode because there's just so much iron in here. It was just really driving me crazy, and I want to find something cool. My gimbal is wanting to turn this way, so I guess we'll follow science, right? Okay. We're going to start working along this hillside, and we come up with something, we'll come back to you. I hope it's not dusty. It looks like it up from here. I wasn't going to dig a whole lot of iron, but then again, you just never know what you're going to find. Max, I think what was said, is bouncing around in 40s and 50s. Anyone else might look at it and think it's just an old piece of scrap. But you see the dimensions, the way it's made. It wasn't no kind of bowl. It's not thick enough to be a point for a plow. I'm thinking it's probably some kind of a digging, part of a digging instrument. Could have been something that was made onto a hole. Looks like this was the original side that came down. Over here broke off, so I don't know. It was some kind of a tool. Alright, it's iron, it's history. Among many things, that's what I'm looking for. Well, it's been a little bit since I videoed. We were in the 50s. About medium 50s. I almost knew it was a 58, 57. It's an old Peters Victor. .20 gauge. Oh boy, that scared me. My glove fell. I thought something got me. Old Victor's 20 gauge. That's another one. Those little head stamps, sucker shell head stamps, are cool. I love the color. It's not much. I pounded this area pretty good. And it's going to take a lot for it to pull up anything else in the ground here. I mean, I have pounded this place. Okay, we're on the mine lab now, if you can see it. I've already dug a couple of targets, and this is really picking up my lead signals in my 13s, and it's already drying. Got us a redhead long range, number 12. These are from the 40s and 50s, so that's pretty cool. It's not Civil War. These were they had the brass, and they were paper shells. Pretty cool. That's cleaned up. That's gonna look nice. I'm gonna take that with me. Again, like I was trying to say, I thought one day I might try to countersink a bunch of holes in the desk and start pushing these in. Make me a cool desktop. Okay, let's keep going. It's getting late. Sun is going down a little bit. I say it's probably about 2 or 3 o'clock. So we're going to get the mine lab, and we're going to keep on going. Go up and down through these little dips and valleys. And working along that ditch line over there. Okay, let's keep going, see what we can find. See these? Don't ever think they're wild raisins. Trust me, they're not. They come out of the backside of a deer. Those ain't raisins. Okay, I put the machines up. Didn't really find that much today. But this is a place that I have hit profusely. I guess that's the word you want to say. But there's a place down here I want to check. I want to get down here in this ditch. Sometimes in these ditches you just don't know what you're going to get. Old lead or old metal. Pirate shoe. What I was hoping to find is those old jar liners. I love those things. I don't know why I have a fascination about them, but I like them as much as finding a Civil War bullet. I like to find a lot of relics, old stuff, because it was handled and used by somebody. And when I think of old jar liners, lid liners, I think of somebody's grandma. Cleaning them and boiling them, getting her preserves. I'm gonna go through them leaves. I'm gonna pull up a snake. I ain't seen one yet today. Doesn't mean that I won't. Man. I know what kind of bottle that was. That was the bottom of a Pepsi bottle. That ain't my Pepsi bottle. Oh, cool. It's a habitat. Man, that's cool. I'm gonna put that back down there. Somebody is living in it. It's a little ashtray. Yeah, you just never know what you're gonna find in ditches. What's that? Oh, that's the backbone of an animal. It's like root roll. Washer. I don't think I need one of them. Keep your eyes open, Ron. You never know what's in here. What's this? I'm not cleaning this ditch yet. Sorry, folks. Something. Something. Let's scoot down. Looks like. Hold on. That was probably a coffee cup. Would have been pretty. I got enough coffee cups at home. Y'all see anything? Just don't tell me about that snake. Hey. Don't think it's an old one. I think it's already cracked. No deposit, no return. I'm gonna take a chance on this one. End of it's already broken anyway. That's a big one. Boy, I like to have a big Yahoo right now, that size. Let's go up over here. It's been cold a couple of days, but the little froggies are walking around. Crickets, the grasshoppers were moving. Might get noisy. Feel like Godzilla going through Tokyo. On these banks sometimes where you can see stuff, always keep an eye on the bank. Because if this place, like a lot of people, look at it, you see? But man, the floodwaters, they bring debris down, and they would bust them. Bet you there's more debris on that bank. I think that's where I got that one bottle. Where's the bottle? It's a baby bottle. I don't want that. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Spot anything cool, let me know. Hey, y'all take a look, see what's in that hole for me. You see anything? I'm gonna have to trust your judgment and your call, 'cause I ain't sticking my eyeball near that. Places like that creep me out. Okay, I'm getting around a bunch of leaves. So I want to get out of here, please. What's this? Well, I do got my snake boots on. Leaves are getting really, really thick though. I got snake boots on, they can protect my legs. It's just the idea of letting a slippery serpent get close enough to bite me. What's under there? freak out. If I look back in the videos, 65. Hey, that's a pretty cool license plate. 62, 65. Looks like that was the last time that was registered. In 65. That's an old Tennessee plate. I'm keeping that. Yeehaw. Stick that up in my garage. Okay. Mosquitoes, man, are out. I have been all through this area. But the creek, this little ditch, after some good rains, you never know what it's gonna present. Let's go up here. That license plate's cool. Ooh, this video is gonna be long. Up there's where we were. See the sun? Okay, I'll get it out of your eyes. I just heard the weirdest bird before I turned y'all back on. Sound like a pterodactyl. Scared the crap out of me. It's like wherever you're at, I don't want no piece of you. Gotta rub my nose. License plate's cool. That's gonna look good when it's cleaned up. Man, it would really make my day to find some of those jar liners. See that orange? There was an escapee in a nearby county, and he had killed some people. And I just wonder, when he escaped, he wasn't wearing orange. He did come on this property. The owner seen it in one of his trail cams. And that was the turning tide. The search, where they started changing their search locations, and they found them. It's pretty deep. I don't see no jar liner though. You know, when I, in the video, when I found that breastplate near the homestead site that was, that's on this property, which when everything dies, I'll be back on. In that same spot, I found 2 jar liners. And that was the first breastplate I ever found. But I gotta be honest, I was more excited over those jar liners than I was that breastplate for a moment. I don't see nothing down there. You know how sometimes I'm still trying to learn how to drive this thing, so yeah, y'all excuse me for that. Oh, okay. It's trying to do something. Hey, Al. See some glass in the bottom. I don't see the jars in the side of the ditch like they were before, so that's why I'm kind of taking at that area. Back up that way where we seen all the jars on the side. I think that was kind of a dumping area. That's where I found that old Pepsi bottle. That's worth $14.38. Cool, ain't it? I don't think anything's there. I'm not gonna go shoveling all in that stuff. I don't see nothing down there. I think right up over there is where that amputation hoe I found. Well, there's a lot of rocks down here. And I don't think we're going to see anything. I see some white glass. It looks broke. Let's get down here. Okay, tell me what you see. Anything under there? Alright. Yeah, I'd freak if something was in there and it struck at the camera.
Could have been part of the saucer. I went to that coffee cup. See what I'm saying? Wasn't a jar liner. I'll tell you one thing, that was some thick old glass. Them jar liners, when you get them and they're in that solid white milk color, those are 1800s. I don't think that could have been a giant jar liner for a larger jar. It just doesn't seem practical. Could have been a big bowl. It was old. I got a little jumpy. Just trying to switch hands. The rest of this creek from here on down is like, what do you call that, bedrock? I don't think we're going to find anything there. See if anyone's home. It's a big hole. Ooh-wee. Like I said, when I get looking at this video, there's a big old snake curled up under one of those ledges and I was near it. I'm gonna freak. Well, let's head on up to the car. Okay, we're gonna do a fast wrap up, then we're gonna get out of here. Stuff I found with the AT Max. I almost thought that was some kind of a tag. I know there's getting like little rust holes. I just thought that hole was just a little bit too perfect. Could have been some way to secure some kind of tag, but this here could have been some kind of a part of a hole. This here, I still don't know. But it did have a little kind of graded down to a possible point. Could have been part of a big kitchen knife, maybe. Scrap iron. 22 round. Peterson Victor 20 gauge. Looks like that could have been part of a key ring. Didn't find no keys. Way out in the middle of nowhere. That was some kind of a small little tack now. Do believe that could have been square. Little ditch find. Mine lab. Mine lab didn't do too good. But a redhead. Low range, 12 gauge, 40s and 50s. I think this is the coolest find ever. I'm gonna get that home and clean that up. 1965. Yeah. Where were you in 65? Looks like the plate was first issued in 62. And looks like you could see little layers. So probably about 3 years they just put it on top of each other. That's kind of neat. I'll get that home. Doesn't really look like rust. Soak it in detergent. Oh, that stuff should come straight out. Okay guys, I'm in the sun. Well, thanks for coming along, and Joanne was here. Should be saying thank you and she appreciates you, but she still does. We both do. It's a little different hunt today. Mostly I'm just playing with the gimbal and just kind of seeing how it does. I still got to get used to driving it. But anyway, y'all have a blessed one. We'll see you again. As it starts getting colder and a lot of this grass starts really dying off, we're going to try to get in some other little areas around here. And if I can find out exactly when they're going to start hunting, if I can get on some of that other property before they do that, I will. So y'all have a blessed day and stay dry, stay warm. Crazy world. Mostly stay aware and stay safe. Don't take nothing for granted. Okay, we'll see you later. Clarksville Diggers, we're out.